Here are 8 exciting Coronation Street spoilers for next week, including trust issues, a marriage over, and a person faces their abuser. Don't go anywhere. Spoiler 1. Carla worries as Lisa helps out Becky. With Becky moving into a flat nearby, Betsy encourages Lisa to help her move her things in. With the car's fuel having run out, Becky starts quizzing Lisa on the topic of Carla while parked up. Meanwhile, Carla tells Ryan that she trusts Lisa around Becky. But when Ryan suggests if she can trust Becky too, Carla's not so sure. She later tells Becky she should go back to pretending to be dead, as it would be better for everyone. Spoiler 2. Tracy fills Abby in on Carl's threats. Abby heads to the flower shop and thanks Tracy for backing off with her threats to expose the affair. Tracy then tells her that she was forced to, as Carl arranged for a masked thug to destroy the shop and threaten to hurt Ken. Abby's disgusted by the revelation. Spoiler 3. Abby wants to break up with Kevin. Kevin gets the all clear at the hospital and expresses his excitement at the chance to grow old with Abby. After visiting Carl, Abby makes up her mind. She reacts by crushing Kevin's dreams and expressing her desire to break up. How will Kevin react? Spoiler 4. Debbie rumbles Carl and Abby. Kevin tells Tyrone about the breakup and about his suspicions that Abby and Carl are seeing each other behind his back. At the hotel, Abby and Carl discuss running away together and starting afresh, although Carl's slightly uncomfortable with the idea. As Debbie enters the room to visit Carl, she's stunned to find Abby also with him. Will she work out that they're having an affair? Spoiler 5. Asher faces her abuser. With Dev and Bernie concerned about Asher, she agrees to help Ryan out at a careers fair, but has no idea that the guest speaker is the woman who abused her. Asher confronts Naomi and reminds her of the night of her abuse, but Naomi denies it and warns her against making allegations about her. Spoiler 6. Asher's family backs her up. With Asher returning home sobbing, she fills Bernie in on her encounter with Naomi. Bernie speaks to Kit, but is disheartened when he tells her how difficult it will be to press charges without evidence. Deciding to take matters into her own hands, Bernie heads to the careers fair and tampers with Naomi's presentation. Nina and Amy film Naomi's horror, as Bernie reveals all about Naomi's abuse to the guests. Asher's not happy with Bernie for interfering, as Naomi storms round to Dev's house and announces her plan to sue Bernie for defamation. Spoiler 7. Theo versus Danielle. In court, tensions are high between Theo and Danielle. Todd can't stand it and ends up lunging at Noah. Todd's escorted away by security, with Noah later spotting them in the bistro and making homophobic comments. Later on, Danielle turns up with some shock news about Noah. Todd's baffled by Theo's reaction to the news. Later in the week, Theo tells Todd to clean up the flat in preparation for Millie and Miles' visit. However, they soon make it clear that they're only visiting Theo because they legally have to. How will he take their admission? Spoiler 8. Jenny's disheartened. Jenny invites George out for lunch, but he explains he's busy cleaning Shuttleworths. Wanting to help George out, Jenny turns up in cleaning attire and with a mop by her side. However, when she realizes that Christina is already on hand to help, she heads off. And if you enjoyed these Coronation Street spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more news from the Cobbles. Here are 6 big Emmerdale spoilers for next week, including Caleb keeping secrets and Ray drawing April deeper in. Spoiler 1. Ruby wants answers from Caleb. Caleb is in a mess when someone asks him for a favor. The next day, he tries to sneak out of the house but is caught by Ruby. She questions where he is off to, but will he tell her the truth? Spoiler 2. Health crisis for Liam. Claudette insists Liam needs to prioritize his prostate appointment. However, Liam asks her to cancel it instead. But after being caught weeing in a sink at the surgery, Liam realizes he has to seek help. He then confesses to Chaz he fears a prostate cancer diagnosis. Spoiler 3. Vinny's trapped in a world of hell. Vinny is torn over what to do about Mike. If he testifies, he'll stop it happening to anyone else, but then Gabby would find out everything. Meanwhile, Gabby is concealing her own secret that she cheated on Vinny before the wedding. However, instead of confessing, she throws herself into her plan for Vinny to officially adopt Thomas. Will either of them reveal their secrets? Spoiler 4. Will Ray ruin things for Dylan? Starting work at the depot, Dylan is trying to knuckle down, but Ray soon arrives with an idea they could help each other. But Dylan is growing closer to Paddy, who even offers to teach him to drive. Will Ray throw a spanner in the works again, though? Spoiler 5. April sucked into Ray's world. Elsewhere, April is appalled to hear where her debt to Ray stands, but he suggests there's a way to bring it down faster. Ray then takes her to a car park and lays out the basics of the role. April successfully executes a demo deal, and Ray gives her a burner phone. He warns her no more mistakes as she becomes a full-time dealer for Ray. What has she got herself into? Spoiler 6. Charity's guilt tortures her. Charity still has no idea whose baby she is carrying. Feeling overwhelmed with guilt, she goes for a paternity test, but has to wait 10 days for the answer. And if you enjoyed these Emmerdale spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more. Sharon Watts returns to Wolford in 7 exciting EastEnders spoilers for next week, as she's caught up in the ongoing war between Zoe and Vicky. Stay tuned for the rest of the explosive goings-on in Wolford next week. Spoiler 1. Sharon returns to Wolford. Sharon arrives back in Wolford and is soon shocked to see Zoe again. After confronting Zoe, the pair agree to a tentative truce. Spoiler 2. Zach is caught in the middle. When Vicky storms out after an argument with Sharon, she bumps into Zoe, causing another huge argument. As the fight turns physical, Anthony and Zach intervene. However, Zach is hit when the women lash out at each other. Sharon returns home to find Vicky and Zach nursing their wounds. Sharon goes to have it out with Zoe, who shares a shocking revelation in the Vic. Later, Sharon sits down to talk about Zoe's bombshell news. Kathy and Ian try to convince her that Zoe is lying. Spoiler 3. Tensions between Kat and Zoe. Still in shock from their ordeal last week, the Slaters are already suspicious about Zoe's behaviour. Following her run-in with Sharon and Vicky, Kat and Alfie question Zoe over her shocking claim. Later, tensions thaw when Kat enlists Stacey's help to plant a memorial for Zoe's daughter in the square garden. Spoiler 4. Stacey plans her exit. Stacey tells Lily that Sean has invited them to live with him in Brazil. Later, Lily is overjoyed when Stacey tells her that she's booked their flights. However, when Jean arrives, Stacey is forced to tell her what they have planned. After breaking the news to Jean, Stacey and Lily arrange to meet up with Ricky to tell him that they'll be taking Charlie away from Wolford. But when Stacey is a no-show, Lily is forced to talk to Jack and Ricky alone. Spoiler 5. Peter faces temptation. Tensions are at an all-time high between Lauren and Peter as Cindy moves in. At Jimmy's sensory class, Peter befriends another mum named Demi. It soon becomes clear that Demi fancies Peter, and the pair share a drink afterwards. Afterwards, he returns home and seduces Lauren, unaware that Penny has seen him and Demi together. Penny orders Peter to tell Lauren the truth about Demi, but he refuses. Lauren finds out anyway when she sees a flirty message on his phone. Her apparent lack of interest leaves Peter questioning their relationship. The next day, Penny organises a coffee date for Lauren and Demi in the cafe. Peter is horrified when he walks in to find Lauren, Demi and Penny laughing at his expense. Later, Peter leaves Ian and Kathy shocked when he plans to do next. Spoiler 6. Newcomer. Jasmine catches Oscar's eye. Cindy is approached by a girl named Jasmine who asks after a job. Cindy initially refuses, but is impressed when she sees Jasmine take matter into her own hands. Spotting the newcomer, Oscar turns on the charm, although Cindy warns her to stay away. Later, Oscar steals an outfit from the market to impress Jasmine. Flirty Oscar asks her out on a date, but Cindy warns her off again. Spoiler 7. Howie's new job. When Kim accidentally destroys her camera equipment, Howie worries about cash. He soon gets a new job delivering parcels. And if you enjoyed these EastEnders spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more news from the Square.